Would we still retire in Danang, Vietnam?
We are back in Da Nang after Eastern Europe tour because Da Nang is one of our favorite places.
Yeah. Some things have changed, some for the better, some maybe not so much. In this video, we'd like to talk about what we've noticed and then tell you whether or not we'd still retire in Danang, Vietnam. We will discuss healthcare,
Apartment,
beaches,
restaurant,
traffic,
public market,
gyms,
internet,
language barrier,
nightlife,
safety,
visa,
weather,
cost of living,
and expat community. My name is Dan of Vagabond Awake. I left the USA 18 years ago. I've been to 73 countries. In 2016, while in Malaysia, I ran into Chung on Tinder.
My name is Chung, and I've been to 48 countries, and I've been traveling with Dan for 8 years.
Okay, the first item is healthcare. I've interviewed a lot of people on my channel that have had healthcare in Vietnam, and I'll put a link below this YouTube video where you can get that kind of information that we're about to talk about. But this time, I was able to use healthcare myself.
The medical care.
I went to the hospital here and I had two kinds of images done, and I found out that I have no plaque in my arteries, and I'm 64 years old. And the surprising thing is that I got rid of that fear in my life for $174. And that included the consultation with the cardiologist and the images.
I'm able to use dental care in Vietnam. It's surprising because that is way more cheaper compared with Malaysia with a private clinic. So I only pay like $10 for teeth cleaning, which is the normal price in Malaysia is about $20 for cleaning, minimum. And for the filling is about like $12 or $13. And so far, I'm happy with the service.
And also, I went to the dentist and I got a crown for $200. That included the crown and the dental's preparation of the tooth and everything, which is amazing. And also, Vietnam has a traditional medical hospitals here where you can get, traditional Eastern sort of medicine done, which is people rave about here. The next item we want to talk about is the beaches. The beaches are long and beautiful, and everyone's having a great time there playing sports, volleyball, surfing, what else? Frisbee. So it's a beautiful beach. And we did notice, though, it's more crowded on this visit, isn't it?
Yeah, because right now it's a summertime. Also, it's a school holiday for a Vietnamese school as well. So you will see a lot of the local tourists around here. Then if you come to visit on the winter time, you will have seeing the beach will have less people.
There's beach bars out front where you can have dinner or just have a drink and enjoy the day. And there's palm trees, lots of places to sit. It's just really a nice beach setup here, isn't it?
Yeah, and the beach, the sand is very soft. The water is very clean. It's very cute because that's the lifeguard is sitting on the boat. The round boat,
yeah.
And it's taking care of the tourists around.
Yeah.
So it's just a very cute thing to see here.
Yeah, it's great when they have lifeguards like that.
Yeah.
Next up is apartments. So we're actually in the same apartment we were when we were here a year and a half ago, and the apartment costs quite a bit more.
I see the inflations in Da Nang compared with Nha Trang is really have a big difference,
Yeah.
Yeah, this apartment that we're renting on the end of the 2023 is about 6.5 million, and on this year, 2025, we are renting this place is 9 million.
9 million, yeah.
That is a lot of difference compared with Nha Trang,
Yeah. So it's really cheap still based on Western prices.
It's still cheap.
But seeing it jump that much in a year and a half really was surprising.
Really surprising. And also I searched the apartment around here. It's really around here the apartments is up. It's not that you can find those cheap places in this tourist area. But if you go further in after the riverside, the local area, yes, you can get a cheaper apartment for sure. Yeah.
And now we're in My An Beach area, which is one of the most expensive areas because it's like an expat haven. And so you have a lot of international tourists and digital nomads and retirees that hang out in this neighborhood. And that's why we're here, because of the Western food, which we'll talk about in a minute. But it's, you're paying more for it. If you were in the main part of town or back 6 or 8 or 10 blocks, you would be able to get better rates than we're paying. But it's still up higher than it was even in those neighborhoods.
Yeah, like in the restaurants in our area, you can very easily to get Vietnamese food, Mexican food, steakhouse, pizza, Korean food, Japanese food, whatever food you want. It's so easy. And also I noticed that compare the restaurant this year and the last 2023, wow, you know, those restaurants is like after the rain, the mushroom all coming out, like boom, 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 boom. A lot of
new restaurants. And one of the things unusual about Da Nang's food scene is, in a lot of parts of Southeast Asia, you have locals and foreigners that have come here that are trying to make food that tastes like home, but they're not always that good at it. And what we find here in Da Nang is that you're getting really close to what you would expect if you walked into a restaurant in your home country. Not 100%, but really close. So it's very good Western food here. If you're on a budget, you're definitely going to want to go local. I mean, for example, you can get a nice meal here in Da Nang in a local restaurant for 30 to 35 K dong, which is very affordable, whereas it could be easily 3 or 4 times that much in a Western, even 5 times that much if you go to a Western restaurant. So yeah,
and also that's Vietnam also is a good place for those vegan and vegetarians. It's have a lot of choices. Even it's a Western, vegetarian food choice or Vietnamese vegetarian food choice. It's have both choices.
That's
so
great. That's a great point. Yeah. Next up, we'll talk about traffic. Vietnam has more scooters than vehicles, and the scooters are very aggressive drivers. So when you, for example, try to cross a busy street, you have to be careful, first of all, and then you also want to maintain a pace that's the same, so because they're going to go in front or behind you based on the speed you're walking at. So if you stop while you're walking, it'll mess them up, and cadence is everything. So be careful, but stay at a constant space when you cross the street. And so a lot of people, Westerners, complain about it because you'll see an international crosswalk, and they don't care. They're not honoring that law here. And so don't expect that. And one of our friends, when we were in Dalat a few weeks ago, said, how did he put it? The bigger guy wins. Something to that effect. So if there's a big truck or a bus or whatever, don't try to cross the street. Wait till it's just scooters and then go at a constant space, and they'll zoom around you.
Yeah, those people who are already been in Vietnam for a few years, they know how to cross the road. You know? You are in Vietnam. It's not in your country. So different countries have their different law and the rule to be using. Absolutely. And also you can use the Grab car to travel either in a motorbike or in the car as well. It's also very affordable to going around. Like when we want to go to the supermarket to get something, it costs us about $2 to go there, less than $2. It's about 5 kilometers. So it's so easy. But for us, we can get almost everything, including public market in this neighborhood,
All walkable.
All walkable.
Yeah, we rarely get in a Grab car unless we're going far.
Yeah. The next one is a very nice place that I always love to go to visit, which is a public market. They have a lot of the seafood choices that you will not, for me, that I don't really always see in Malaysia. They have big fish that's like one side, the 2 eye in the one side.
Halibut,
Yeah, and also they have a long kind of fish. It's a different kind of the fish and the shell that you don't see in the normal, markets. I mean, for me, that I don't really see. So I very enjoy to go to public market and also buying vegetable. And the fruit is cost half price than the supermarket. Yeah. So you do have supermarkets, and you also have this thing called Moon Milk, which is like a place where you can go to buy
really expensive imported foods that might cost you $3 or $4 at home that'll cost you $8 or $9, but sometimes you'll get jonesing for something from home, and that place you can go to, and as your budget permits, to buy something that you can only get at home.
Yeah, like example, we want to make the salsa and nacho. So you bought a bag of nacho for $189,000.
Yeah, which is a lot.
Which is like $8.
It's almost $8
for a bag of nacho.
That would probably be $3.75 or $4 at home. Crazy.
So there is an idea for you to understand how much the food and the imported food costs in Vietnam. So if you buy something local, it's definitely cheap.
Yeah, so if you hear someone say, you can't eat here for that, you're probably talking to somebody who's eating mainly in Western restaurants, shopping in the supermarket, and shopping in the imported food store. The gym has everything we need. It has free weights, it has machine weights, and it has treadmills. And last time we were here, it was $18 a person for a month. We're here a month again, and we bought it. This time it's $20. So not much change there.
If you want to have a private coach to coach you, you can pay for about $60 a month, for a private coach plus your gym fee. And also they have a gym that if you want to go for like AC gyms with a swimming pool and tennis court and a yoga class, everything, and it definitely costs more. It costs about 1.2 million for a month.
Yeah.
But if you go for a local one with no AC in a local neighborhood one, wow, that is only cost you $350,000 a month. The next one is the internet. Our apartment comes with the internet, so we don't need to worry about that. The internet the speed is about upload, and the download speed is about 50 Mbps.
We have unlocked phones, and so we're able to slip a local SIM card when we come into a new country. In Vietnam, it costs $7 for each of us to have mobile data on our phones.
Yeah, and also if you are looking for co-working space, wow, here you have a lot of co-working space. So you have no worry about that.
And if you have a VPN, you can watch Netflix from home. Language barrier is something people ask about. We travel all over the world, and we're rarely in countries where people speak English, honestly, so it's not really an issue for us. We mostly use Google Translate, and there's many ways you can do it.
Also, we're using the hand language, or when you go to public market, you want to ask about the prices, hand then your phone, so the calculator, so they can key in the number, so you understand about the price. Just make it easy on that way. Do not force people to tell you how much that you are paying for your stuff. Just give them the calculator, or just show them the currency. They will tell you and get the currency from their bag and show you this is how much that you need to pay.
Yeah, so if it's 30K, they'll show you a 20 and a 10, and then you know what it costs.
Yeah.
Google Translate's, I like that, especially when I'm in a grocery store. If the ingredients on some item is in Vietnamese, I hold the camera up for the translator, I hit the button, and it translates it, so I know what those ingredients are in English. And also, Google Translate, if you want, you can speak English into it, and it'll spit out whatever language that you're, in this case, Vietnam, and they'll hear it, and they could use the same thing to speak in Vietnamese, and you'll hear it in English. So
yeah,
we never let language barriers stop us from enjoying the world.
Never.
Next up is nightlife. Da Nang has a great nightlife here, both local and Western. Rock bands, house music, funk DJs, hip hop. And then they have some live bands that travel around to the various bars around town. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, and also they have a sport bar that I see when we walk around the Da Nang. I see a lot of the foreigners sitting on a sport bar watching sport with a beer. So the entertainment here is you have a very different and a lot of choices for you.
Now, safety, most of Southeast Asia feels really safe to us. I mean, use your common sense. Don't get isolated in a dark area at night. But other than that, we feel really safe all over Southeast Asia.
Yeah, and also for me as a solo woman, if I travel to Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines, and I feel safe. I've been to travel alone by myself to Thailand and Philippines. It's very safe. You will see people walking around. To be honest to you, that this time in Vietnam, in Da Nang, I see a lot of the foreigner retirees, and they are women and the single women. So they are just wandering around, go to the beach, go to the gym. I saw them in the gym as well. So I can see that they are very enjoy their time in Vietnam.
Yeah. Next thing everyone always talks about in Vietnam is visas. The visas, same as when we were here last time. You apply online, it's $25. You get a 90-day visa. If you want to stay long-term, pretty much 80%, I would say, of the people we meet here that are staying long-term or retiring or living here, they do visa runs every 90 days. Basically, it means you leave Vietnam, you apply for a new visa, and you come back in. You can take a bus, you can fly, there's agents that will help you, but it's not like, in the US where you have to drive 500 miles or something to get to another state. These are small countries, so it's quite easy to do visa runs.
Yeah, and if you think a visa to fill in the visa form is quite hard for you, you can use the agent. Go to the Facebook group, ask those people who doing the visa run which agent they use. I'll tell you, you have a bunch of information from over there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Other people get marriage visas. Some people get education visas. Other people do investments. Other people start a business. So there are other visas available, but most people we run into are either on the marriage visa or on the tourist visa, doing visa runs. So in terms of weather, Vietnam basically has hot and not quite as hot, or as Chung calls it, cold. And they also the siesta lifestyle. Those are what you need to think about. During the hot time of the year, you want to stay indoors between about 11 a.m. and 4 o'clock, 4:30, and you want to live your days in the morning, and you want to live them in the afternoon once it's cooled off. In the cool time of year, you can go out and hang out all year. Unless it's raining, then you want an umbrella or a coat or whatever.
So the rainy season here is about from September to November. So in this time that your clothes will not be dry. Okay, you need a dryer to dry your clothes on this part of the time. And in the summertime, which is right now is June, July, August, like this, that wow, your clothes will be dry even you just hang out outside. It's very hot. So that is the difference between the different months and in the Vietnam. Vietnam is different than the other country like Philippines and Malaysia. It's hot all year long, and you don't need to have a dryer. Your clothes can be dry as well.
Okay, cost of living. You'll see videos, and some people are able to get under $1,000 a month, some as low as like $600, $650, but often that's because they're staying in more local type of accommodations, or they're eating only local foods in restaurants and buying in the public market. Whereas if you run into people that are eating more Western style accommodations, and they're eating 3-4 meals a week in the Western restaurants, now you're talking like $1,200 to $2,000 a month, depending on how extravagant they are and how much alcohol they drink and all that. And if you're running into somebody living in a high-rise two-bedroom apartment with a view, and they're eating in Western restaurants all the time, you're looking at $2,500 to $3,500 a month. So it's all about lifestyle.
Yeah.
Da Nang is one of the best expat communities in Southeast Asia. I would say it ranks with places like Chiang Mai or Pattaya in terms of the number of expats you see wandering around. Now that applies to the My An village or the My An beach area of Da Nang. There's an area that has a lot of Western restaurants, and you'll see a lot of expats there. And so it's easy to just run into people and start conversations, find out where they're from, what part of the world they're from, and why they're there, and that sort of thing. It's not really a challenge to make friends in Da Nang in the expat community.
I would say that Da Nang is a soft landing for the expat who are first time to come to Vietnam, because it have a lot of the international restaurants for them. The apartments is very easy to get in those Airbnb booking.com. Then and the expat is all around this area, so they just walk. They can make friends anywhere they meet. In a bar, restaurant, or something.
Yeah, and then there's all sorts of expat Facebook groups you can ask questions in. If you just Google expat Da Nang, you'll see, 4 or 5 of those choices, and you'll see people asking questions. And if you use those, make sure to search the search box first, because often the question you want to ask, someone just answered it yesterday or the day before, and if you just scroll down or search, you'll find the answer to your question, and you're more likely to get an answer that way, because people won't be going, hey, I just answered this yesterday. So.
Yeah, and also Da Nang is very close to Hoi An. It's a beautiful old town city. It's just about like 30 minutes or 45 minutes by Grab. It's so easy. You get a Grab to go there, and you can go there to enjoy the old town feeling. It's a very nice place.
Yeah, it's a great place. So that is the things we wanted to talk about. And would we still retire in Danang, Vietnam?
I let you answer that.
Okay, yeah. For me, it's an easy question. We still love Da Nang. The food's great. The people are the Vietnamese people are lovely. All the different food choices, both local and foreign, are great. The rents are still low, even though they're inflated in the last year and a half. They're still cheaper than a lot of parts of Southeast Asia. And Vietnam in general is still one of the cheapest places in the world to live.
Yes,
and the people are lovely. I just don't really have anything to complain about here. It's just a very easy life, I would say, in Vietnam in general, and Da Nang especially as Chung called it, a soft landing. If you're new overseas, it's good to start somewhere like Da Nang, because of when you don't have your foreign legs yet, you're going to want your home food. You won't know what to eat. It'll take a little bit to adjust, and somewhere like Da Nang will make that easy for you.
Yeah, that's true. That's we were still coming back to Da Nang for sure. It's too comfort to live in Da Nang. It's very comfort. So sometimes it's quite hard to leave Vietnam.
Yeah, leaving is not always easy, and luckily it's easy to come back. You just pay $25 and fill out an online form, and you got 3 more months. So,
yeah.
And this is our last stop, and we'll have used up our 3 months, and we're just talking now about where we'll go next. Yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to watch all of our videos about retiring cheap in Vietnam, watch this video over here.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.